The yellow people were the first to mix with the black race physically speaking, I mean. It might be surprising, but never, on Bakratini, had the race mixed to the extent that they did on Earth. The ethnologists were greatly interested in the results of this union, which produced on Earth a great new tribe. Indeed, these crossbreeds, as I'll call them, being crossed with more yellow blood than black, ended up feeling more at ease among themselves than with either black or yellow. Eventually, they grouped together and settled in the area now called Algeria, Tunisia, North Africa. Thus, a new race was born, the Arab race that you know. Don't think though, they immediately resembled the race they are now. Climate and time, the passing of centuries, had its effect. My story simply gives you the idea of how the race began through interbreeding. And so, all was going well for the inhabitants of the planet Earth, except for one thing. The astronomers and scholars were very worried, for an enormous asteroid was approaching Earth, almost imperceptibly, but unmistakably. It was first picked up by the observatory of Iquirito, located in the center of Australia. After several months, it could be seen by the naked eye, provided one knew where to look, glowing a most sinister, vivid red. In the weeks to follow, it became ever more readily visible. The governments of Australia, New Guinea and Antarctica made a most important decision, which was soon agreed to by the yellow leaders. Ahead of the inevitable collision with the asteroid, they agreed that all space vessels in a condition to fly would leave Earth, carrying on board as many specialists and experts as possible, doctors, technicians, etc., of the kind most likely to be of service to the community following the catastrophe. Where were they going? To the moon. No, Michelle, at that time Earth didn't have a moon. Their spacecraft were now capable of 12 weeks autonomous flight. For a long time, their capability for super long-distance travel had been lost to them. Their plan was to remain in orbit around the Earth, ready to land as soon as possible and give assistance where it was most needed. 80 Australian spacecraft were equipped and loaded to carry an elite group, which was chosen as a result of meetings held day and night. The yellow race followed the same procedure, making 98 spacecraft ready. In Africa, of course, there had never been any spaceships. I ask you to note, in passing, that apart from the supreme leader of each country, none of his ministers, as you might call them, was given a place on any vessel. This will probably seem odd to you, for if the same situation were to occur today on Earth, many politicians would be pulling strings to save their own skins.